Say hi to Susan May. So you're going to try to get through your Facebook. Susan May.
Susan May. Hello, everyone. We're live here with the wonderful Psychic Rika. Thank you for joining us today. And just so we lay some ground rules before we dive right in. So we tend to avoid answering any medical or financial related questions, but anything related to like love, career, like general questions like what do you see ahead of me, like for the next year or even the rest of this year, feel free to ask that away. And we want to make sure any comments that you may see within there claiming to be us, just to be wary. We'll never reach out to you directly about that. Just be wary whenever you're reading through the comments. And we have a special code for current customers that if you use Live 10, you'll get $10 off your next reading. And it's only valid today. So please use that, whether you want to read with Rika or anyone else. And I think that's a good segue, Rika, to let anybody know the rest of your hours today and the rest of the week.
I'll be, after this, I will be back on for 3 more hours as soon as this ends. So that's till 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock Pacific time. My schedule is Monday through Thursday from 12 to 6, except for one day I work an extra hour, which is typically Monday till 7. And because this Facebook Live takes one of those hours, I will be coming on an hour early on Wednesday. Sometimes I'll get on in the morning on a Friday or something, but depends how the week goes.
Yeah.
And but I take direct messages, and I can always, since we have notes now, if you want me to get on and chat, I might be able to do that if I'm not able to get on the phone. Just real quick, I got to say hi to Susan May. Your little Rocky is right there. He's talking about a hula dance. She'll understand that, hopefully later, dancing. But I am ready, and as you know, I can do all of it, mediumship, and every kind of question under the sun. So just understand I come from this place of like knowing from above you, right? Okay, thank you so much.
Nice, and thank you for that. So we're going to delve into our first question, and this one's actually related to, I believe it's a mediumship question from Krista Smith. Any messages from my daughter, Samantha?
You know what's crazy? Even though I just said, hula dance towards Susan, because like I wrote it down as my first impression. It's interesting. It might go both ways. It may actually apply to that shout out I was giving. But for some reason, Krista, and if you're here, obviously, and everyone's here, whenever we get validations, whether it be a mediumship question, love question, whatever, your ability to be interactive is always just so much fun for everybody. But if not, you can read it later. But I do want to say the hula dance again, or dancing. So, hula dance, you can think about the hula skirt and like we're going to a hukilau, but it could be any kind of dancing. So she is talking about dancing a lot. I'm going to put it here as well. So I think she's talking about dancing. Also, she's talking about math, which is interesting. So I wonder if she's having memories of school, or she's trying to give messages about children that are like schooled age, which would be under college, right? But I'm going to be thinking more like elementary, even before junior high. And so I feel math, dance, things like that. So she might be talking about real time when people come from the other side. They try to set up like the reality, and then they give a message. Let's see if she's got something to talk about. She said we should go to her day of death. Okay. On one level, she said go to her day of death. She also said go the month of February. At the same time, I'm being pulled to September. So she's obviously trying to say a couple of things here. So we got dates of September and February here. These could apply to days of death, birthdays connected to you or anyone in your family or her. Again, we're not here to verify, so I'm just going to have to keep on, talking about it. I want you to know that she's a princess. This is a young spirit. I wonder, this person is young. This is a young spirit. She says, tell her I'm a princess. And she literally comes through as a princess. This morning, I kept thinking about Elsa over and over again, but she comes through with a tiara and everything. So she wants you to know how special she still is. Like, it's not she's lost any specialness. She comes to you in whispers, she says, like always right where you're sitting. She just whispers in your ear. She shows me some sort of box, like it looks like a jewelry box in a way. And we open it up. So there's got to be some sort of memento in there with her, or something with her name or picture. And she's talking about that over and over. She's floating around the word forgiveness and guilt, but it's not strong enough for me to try to put any kind of attachment to those words here. But I hope you understand that it's a daily process. Like yes, the answer is yes. Every day you hear. Also, she does want to mention a balloon. I'm not a generalist, but she does want to talk about balloons. I think she's saying red, but of course I'm okay with any color. She just wants me to get to the object. And I just hope you know that there's no separation. It's almost like she wants to say, I'm not even dead, right? So that's how alive she is. But in an M name, honey, Krista, she calls out the letter M, and that hopefully will be a very good verifying factor for you. So her message is that she's there. She's a princess. She's dancing. She's okay with her death. She mentions 2 months, September, February, and she wants to know that she's always there in whispers. And you look through a box, and it's connected to her, and she's always available.
That's a beautiful message. I've been looking out for any comments from Krista. Let us know, Krista, if that resonated or if there's any follow-up. And again, whenever we select your question, we always love to hear back just to get some confirmations or if there's anything further to enhance your reading with Rika today. So we're going to go on to, let's see, we're going to go on to a love question from Donna. Hello, Rika. How does Scott feel about me?
Okay. And real quick, Donna, I feel like like a name was trying to get to me, a verifying fact. So I wrote down Johnny, but any J name connected to you, Donna, or Scott, it just would be a way to verify maybe what we're saying. Again, if you're here, you can verify it. And I'm going to tell you what Scott feels, but I do feel so connected to a J or maybe G, but J connection here. Scott. I feel like Scott loves you, but he doesn't either trust himself in the situation or maybe he's afraid of failing you, which would be another way to say I don't trust myself. He doesn't trust himself because maybe you're precious to him. I think you're precious. I think that Scott thinks you're a precious person. And I think that he is more than anything, what would hurt him the most in this world is if he actually did something to hurt you. And I feel like you can have a relationship with this person, but he's very sensitive. And so if you have difficulties or problems with him, we want to figure out how to talk about it in a way that is not about him hurting you, about you being hurt, about maybe I feel this way when you do this, and it makes me feel like I'm hurt. But try to make him understand the difference between how what is done might make you feel that way versus intentionality. I don't think the intention, there you go, something just clicked. I don't know what it was, but something clicked in that. So I feel like Scott really, really likes you. When you're looking at him, you need to know the difference between actual intentions and just behaviors that we can communicate about and maybe change or develop. With that kind of thought, something opened up in my heart. In my mind, I thought, okay, well, if they can work on that, they can surely get all the way to like a long-term relationship, which could be, marriage or whatever you want to call it, but the equivalent of that. So that's what I think, honey.
Beautiful message.
I'm going to say Travis now too. So I don't think I'm trying to say it because of Travis Scott, but like I think there's a T. So I got J's and T's connected to your families in some way. And hopefully those will be ways to verify things I've said.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know, Donna. And on that note, because you mentioned a T name, there's actually a commentary here.
Is that what's coming next? Oh, that's what's coming next.
Somebody called T Knight. I hope I pronounced that right. Do you see a reconciliation between me and Georgia or any contact?
You were already about to pick that name before I said it.
I was looking at it.
You were looking at it.
I was looking at it.
I
So
just
maybe
want to make
that
sure, because
came
if
through.
you were actually looking at it, then I might have been seeing what was coming next.
Yeah.
And what's weird too, even though I gave that J to Samantha, obviously he's asking about a G. So that's also very interesting to me because J's and G's
and that's happened before too, where like you come into the live and somebody is like, oh, that resonates what I was thinking before even joining. So,
and honestly, if it's going the right way, they're going to be able to do those kind of connections like that, especially because we don't. So let's take an exhale here. Let's relax your brain. Me, you, Denise, everyone. Let's see about this reconciliation. Oh, Ty. Look. Yes, but no, because like, don't. Why would I say no? Like, I'm okay if you give it another shot. She'll be back, and let me give you a date first. I'm going to tell you what I see in her, which makes me be like, really, Ty? So the first thing I think, and let's go back to the word listen in your mind over there, just so that me and Denise's minds are not like overruling my hearing. Oh, thank you. Here we go. Okay, she'll call. Somehow you'll have contact in one way or the other by September the 6th. They even said it could be October 31st. I also hear September 13th. So it could be a couple different things. Her biggest hesitation about reconciliation is that she's disapproving. I feel this woman is, I think you're more laid back, Ty. I feel she's got a strictness that isn't quite you. I feel that you've got a big heart and you're very, very loving. And I feel you guys are parenthetically a little bit different with how you love. It doesn't mean that you can't make a love match with it, but she's got so much judgments in her. So she either decides people are doing things that they're not. She decides that old dogs don't have new tricks. She reads everything that happens from the past. I feel like in order for you to be in a really good reconciliation, she's going to have to let you be as loving as you are. But I don't know that she's prepared for that. Like, I feel that she's more prepared to just be like, the boss. And just what I say goes, no matter whether it's true or not. And that could be difficult for someone like you that actually wants to make someone happy. So go ahead and reconcile or have that conversation with her when she shows up. Have the conversation of like, are you ever going to not be able to hear me for who I am, and really get deep with that and then make a decision based on that. But the way it looks to me is even if you got back together, I feel like it would go back away, like in 3 months or 6 months. And ultimately this question would return again. And for me, when the question keeps returning, it means that either you need to work out a karma before you find the one, or you're a pie in the sky kind of person. Like, no, she's the one. It doesn't matter how she is. My good intention will make it happen. But I don't think so. And there's also energy of her with either having a very long-term relationship in the past or some other kind of situation around her. She's still going to call. You're still going to get the opportunity to reconcile if you want. But I think you should think about it in a bigger way, and that you might be really need to say no to her.
Nice. That had a lot of clarity, I think, for Ty. I was keeping an eye out for him, just in case. So let us know if that resonated or if there's any follow-up. I do have from Donna previously where
she did. Okay, Donna,
confirmation. I know a John.
Great. So that was hers, and that was her. Thank you for verifying. And also too, when you and if it resonated with you, this idea of what we're talking about. Of course, I've already forgotten everything. I said Scott liked you. Yeah, I like Scott, right? I like Scott. Yeah. So if everything else you heard and you're verifying it, John was just supposed to be a verification name. Although now you hear John, and now they want me to talk about Mary or Martha or Margaret or Michael. So they're going to bring in more information. But I appreciate that, Donna. Has your mother passed? Now I want to know about the mother that's passed, or someone like a mother, which obviously could be a grandma. But you heard the reading, and so we're going to wish you the best of luck. Thank you for that verification.
Thank you, Donna, so much. And we do appreciate verifications like that so much. So thank you. And we're going to go on to Haley Petunia. Beautiful name. And she's saying, Hi, Psychic Rika. When do you see everything settling with my current situation?
Yes, off the bat, without me even letting Denise finish, sorry. And just off the bat, they said yes. Whew. I have total relief by November 7th, maybe October 31st, and maybe it's October 16th, right? So if I go to November 7th, this is at the latest, or there'll be so much relief by then, 100%. I don't know where the dad is involved here, but a dad energy is involved. It could be the dad of children, obviously. It could be something about your own dad's energy supporting the situation, whether he be alive or not. But thank goodness, I feel total relief in every way. You've got to be at the tail end of it. I hope you are. I hope you're 90% through, because it feels that way to me. And if you're not, you actually must be, even if you don't feel that way, because there's no doubt in my mind it settles. But it settles in a way of great relief.
Nice. And having relief is always good, especially regarding your situation, whatever it may be. Definitely.
And because I'm not talking to her, like when they mean dad, like doesn't mean that her dad has passed. I mean, if he has, she can understand that from that perspective. But it could just mean that the karma of the dad, of her dad, or that if it's children, the dad of children, is what we're kind of like using, is like how to really use the good dad karma, like the good dad energy, to really settle your situation. Does that make sense? Like it means like deciding that like you're going to draw out the good karma of the dad. If it's your dad, I think he already has that. Okay. But if it's a dad of children, then I think we really have to draw out that aspect. But I do know your dad loves you so much, and I do need to say that. I really need to tell you how much your dad loves you, and that may be something that helps you get more settling with the situation, knowing that.
Yeah, definitely. Haley, let us know if that resonated or if there's any follow up, especially regarding your father. We would love to know.
You know what I'm thinking about right now?
Yeah.
Are you already looking at a question there?
I was, yes.
Okay, well, keep it. Don't change your mind based on what I said.
Okay.
Like, don't go.
Hands off the mouse.
I have no idea. Like, I am thinking of the word chicken, like crazy, like chicken dinner winner, or fried chicken, or is there a CH coming up, a Christy, a Charles, a Casey? It's really strong. So I don't know what it's about, but tell me your next question. And maybe someone heard me say something just now and they just need to hear me say that. Maybe someone's eating chicken.
This was the next one. So I didn't see chicken in there, but maybe there's something related that we don't see. From Tiffany from YouTube. Hi, Psychic Rika. Hope you're having a great day. My question is, what are Jaw's intentions with me? Is he dealing with another person?
I hope you're having a great day too. Tiffany, if you happen to be eating any form of chicken right now, the audience wants to know. Otherwise, it's probably a hidden subliminal message for somebody else on this line, which happens all the time. People always call after these readings and say, you know what? You were talking about me and you didn't even know. So these are going to hit as many ways as possible, even if they're parallel. Okay, with that in mind, take a big exhale. Let's think about Jaw's intentions and if he's dealing with another person. Now, obviously, because I said the words like CH, it could mean that there's a C or K name also involved in the situation. They sound similar, CK, right? Here we go. Well, they jumped to the future and they said Jaw's intentions were marriage. It made me think about an island, getting married where the water is. Literally, in my mind, I thought about Rihanna for some reason and the islands, but I don't have to have Rihanna at your wedding, the music or the person. What if she did though, huh?
Barbados.
So, but they took it to a wedding. That's a wedding. They talk about a wedding. The wedding is a summertime. I want to go next year, but it could be June in the next couple of years. So his intentions are marriage. Those are his intentions. Also, does he have a son? Do you already have a child, Tiffany? Do one of you guys already have kids? I feel children here. If they don't have them, then they might be trying to show me a future of a happy family with kids that come along, but I do feel a child, okay? Let me see if he's dealing with another person. Not romantically. So it could go back to the idea about children, or he may have an ex that he has to deal with because of a kid, or there might be something like that. But no, there's no other romantic. If he has to deal with anyone else, it would be purely like platonic and legitimate based on the circumstances of his life. I do think this man is also about to get another job or make more money, or he just did. Looks like his star is rising. Tiffany, I think this guy's a good guy. I think this guy, no matter what you've been through, even if he has just become a good guy, no matter what you think about him. I mean, if you don't think well of him, obviously, I hope you wouldn't ask the question. But, hopefully you're only asking about someone that you actually care about in general. We don't want to ask about coming back together or intentions for people that we don't actually like or trust, right? I'm not really saying this is Tiffany, but that's what the reading is. I think that he's a good person. I think you can be together still in 20 years and beyond. I think he will be a person that grows in all sorts of ways, grows romantically, grows emotionally, grows financially. I think he's going to be a caregiver. I think he's cool.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like that. That's a happy one. I like that. Yeah.
We love to hear it.
That, Tiffany. I mean, you don't have to take it, but I don't know why you wouldn't let this get worked out, because to me, he's got a high enough vibration for you, and you guys can grow together that, if we're not ready for the higher vibration or evolution of people, or people being able to transform and grow and change, then we're going to be obviously stuck with lower energies until we're really ready for that higher thing we claim to want.
Very true. And that's also very sage advice, I think, in general, for us all here to listen to. We're going to go on to a mediumship question from Zaina Usher. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Hi, Rika. Love you. Maybe they're one of your clients. Anything about love or for my parents in heaven. So that one's 2 for 1. However you want to respond to that one.
It's interesting. What was I reading? Just yesterday, I was reading something, and I like to get clues and directions from everywhere. I read it yesterday, and then this morning I reread it, and it said, it was my a guidance thing from a spiritual person, but he said, pray for this woman because both her parents, she lost both her parents. And as soon as you said parents in heaven, it made me remember what I read. So the first thing is I think your parents, have been trying to, I just got a really big touch of a heart, have been trying to let me know that maybe you would get through this Facebook since yesterday. Xana, I want to know who the H sounding person is. H's can be interesting words. I mean, all these letters can be. H's have been known to be E's. Even yesterday, I was like an AE, but it was an honor. So there's some sort of H sound. If I don't have it pronounced right, go from there. There's also another energy like your name, but then they also say go to an M. And then the message is going to be about your car, your house, money. They're going to things of material objects, and they want to talk about it. So they might be trying to talk about how they're helping you, or you just something happened with your car recently. They like to verify real-time stuff. It sounds like these parents want me to say their messages are that we're like with you right now. We're dealing with the situations you have going on now. So they're bringing up car and house. Now, if that's something that happened when they died and then you took care of these items for them, then that's also their way of thanking you. They also mentioned another female. I don't know if you have a sister that they want to call out or another sibling, but they want to call that out. They're also calling out a dog. I'm hoping that dog is with you physically. But again, if you've lost a dog and it's in heaven, and the only reason I'm doing it this way is because we're not right here talking to each other, which I might have more ability to get that verification. She doesn't want you to give up. I don't know if you're filling out applications recently. There's also a nurse's energy or a medical energy connected here. I don't think the medical energy is about their death. Ooh, they really want to be talking fast. They want to say everything they possibly can. Also, they said, bring her a rose for real. It's like they want to give you roses, want to make a dinner. They talk about medicine. They talk about nurses or doctors. They talk about your house, your car, all these things. So are you going to give birth? Is that where it concluded? Is that where I came at the end? And obviously, I'm just talking. I hope these all will come back to you and somehow, we'll all get verification in some way or form. But that's just how they rolled it out. So that means that they're fixing, they are in your life and they are guaranteeing security in your life. They are guaranteeing security. That makes me feel a lot better. That's the words. They want their message is they are guaranteeing you security. So if you're worried, please, when you do your prayer, say, for the sake of my beautiful parents, I accept the security. And together we work the security needed, honey. You're a really wonderful person, and I know you help people.
It's like good karma coming back in a way.
Mm-hmm. Or just like when we have I think that's a great way to say it, like good karma coming back. But I think like the whole world works on the laws of cause and effect, and human behavior means something. So like my life turned out okay because I knew how to behave on a daily basis, starting by consistencies, exercise, my prayer, my focus, my ability to not give into my own stuff, for the sake of another, not sacrifice happiness, but not take happiness, my ability to create happiness with self and other away. And so I think that you have that. I think it's not just good karma. I think you literally have structures in place. And obviously, too, you've been through so much. I think your empathy for people is probably higher than many people.
I love that.
You should be really proud of yourself, honey. Yeah. They also make me think a beautiful big tree. I hope it's in your front yard, or maybe it's a park you would go to or a place they went, but it's gorgeous. It's like really big, full kind of gorgeous tree they want to describe.
That sounds lovely. And I've been looking out for Zaina. And on that note, we actually heard back from Ty regarding one of our former questions.
Is it the same question?
Oh, wait. Is that the same question? Okay, I thought I started.
Man, that was quick. A long answer. Was that did he actually retype that? No, it's the same.
Hold on. He says he did reply back. I'm trying to find it now. I thought I started.
Also, his mama's present right now.
There we go.
So correct, Ty.
Yes.
And then your mama came up, Ty, now in this reading. I think your mom is still living. Anyway, I got the sweetness came through again. Your mom is like, I don't know, you're adorable. All right, let's see what this is about. Is she with someone else, honey? Here we go. No, but where was she a year and a half ago? Are you present tense with me right now, Ty? Oh, I hope. Year and a half ago. What was a year and a half ago? She's not ready for someone like you. It's not. And you don't need, you don't, and you shouldn't have a relationship where you have to prove yourself so hard. You're too sweet. It's too sweet. His mom is too sweet. There's too much sweetness. He deserves a sweet girl that wants to be sweet together, and they can just sit there and be sweet. And then they can have sweet kids and,
Aw.
watch Sesame Street and have Cheetos. I don't know, but like I don't think she's seeing anyone, but she is hung up from a year and a half ago. What happened a year and a half ago, Ty? I don't know if you can tell me or not. That's what I say. So yes, you got it, Ty. Thank you for getting that message.
Yes, and also looking out just in case Ty replies back to us.
Rihanna. Oh my gosh.
Rihanna. You're thinking about Rihanna a lot today.
I know why. There must be an R trying to get through, or someone out there is trying to hear. Ryan is trying to hear a message. And they're getting it maybe through all these things. I know. Why Rihanna? Really?
Well, there is an R name that
Rodriguez,
I have on my
Rodriguez,
lineup.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a R kind of re.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Ramon. Did you have to dig for that? Did you, or was it right there?
It was right there in front of me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay,
it's one of the ones I starred. But for Mirna,
by Grandpa Ramon.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I bet you that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
Rihanna, right? Because R's and N's, and that's sure, honey. Oh, and even Myrna, even though I'm a first initial kind of girl, like even that, just
lots
initials.
of R's.
So happy birthday on August 31st to Grandpa Ramon. First, he makes me make that face. I've not made that face yet today.
No.
Oh, what a loved man. Who is Salazar or Salvador or Allison or Alisa? Boy, that's hard. So it's going to be SAL kind of sounding, or ALS. ALS obviously could be a disease even, right? But this is what he's trying to say. So he's trying to call out someone. It could end up being a Sylvia or something, right? Or Alicia. He's trying to call out something. It could be two different people. His message is calling out the people. He says he wants to have a celebration. He's got really live energy. He loves a party. He's super sweet, super loving. He's always in your books, he says. He's always in your books. So whatever you study or whatever you do for work, whatever is the books, right? I guess it could be an iPad book these days. I mean, obviously, like, books take a lot of different shapes, but he's always there with you. Now, are you doing any kind of like zoning in your life? Zoning as an occupation, zoning property, or working for the city, or he's calling these things out. His way of delivering a message is trying to be like, I am here, I am live. Alvarado, is it Alvarado? See, obviously I need people, doesn't matter. Hopefully he'll hear it and he'll to respond to it. So he's really trying to give a message. Let's see if I can quiet down and hear him. So we're going to think of the word listen, because we're listening. We're not thinking this at all. Do your prayers, be good. He took me to a church, or the feeling of that. You know, you think of a very old woman. If his wife is still alive, it's that. Or he's trying to say he's with his wife on their side praying. He says the most important thing is you have to have faith on earth. You have to have faith. Faith will get through everything. We all live, we all die. People dying, the tragedies of life, all those things are not for us to decide that makes the world bad. It is to understand what it means to be human. What it means to be human is that we come against all these things, but we also come against the beautiful flowers that bloom. Maybe we want to say Rosa again, or a flower named person like Lily. So, faith is number one. You have to be an expert. He says you're going to be amazing. You're going to be amazing. You're going to be amazing, Myrna. Yeah, his message is, I'm here. He's in all your business. He's thinking there's a party. I mean, he's showing himself in a room with like 25, 30 people.
Maybe the birthday coming up. Like,
I hope that's what that means.
Yeah.
Or if not, he might be trying to tell you something. Give me a party, would you? He's going to be there. Someone got an honor, like an award. He was there when they got the honor. Like, he opens it up. There's like a medal. He wants to say congratulations. These are really beautiful things. It's very sweet. But faith, Myrna. Faith. This guy is all about, I love it. I am 100% a faith-based person. I believe I can turn anything around. If I really set my mind to it, I can turn any impossible into possible. I guess it's just time to unlimit your prayer and let your mind be blown. And then September, he goes to September, which means there's another birthday or an anniversary or day of passing also coming up, or just happened, anywhere from July 27th through September 27th. We love you. And I love your papa, your own dad, Myrna. I love your dad, he says.
Aw, these are beautiful messages. Definitely. And Myrna, let us know if that resonates or if there is any follow-up. We love to hear it always. And our condolences as well.
Yeah, grandpa.
Well loved.
Really lovely grandpa. Like, I would think she's a granddaddy's girl. It's
Oh,
like
like
just
they
a
had a
daddy's
special
girl, like a
bond.
granddaddy's girl. He's special. He's special. It's special.
Oh, I love to hear that. Let us know, Moodina, for sure, if that
Pablo.
resonated. We're gonna go on to Brandon Butler. That's a beautiful name. Hi, Psychic Rika and Denise. Will my ex, Sagittarius, and me, Scorpio, get back together, or will I meet my soulmate soon?
Okay, I have a Scorpio rising. Don't
Me
ask me
too.
other. Do you do?
Yes.
Wow. Don't ask me other astrology questions. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm a Capricorn with a Pisces moon and Scorpio rising. Since we're talking signs, also that song. I heard this. Never mind. I saw the sign. It opened up my mind. I'm not a singer. I'm not going to try. I was in a good mood for a second. Let's find out about the Sag and the Scorpio. I'm okay with these two.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. They have a phenomenal chemistry. Phenomenal. They're very similar, like very charismatic and
Oh,
gregarious.
he said Christopher is his name, the ex.
Oh, okay, that's
The
fine. Because
Sagittarius.
I just made a girl because I was born in 73.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Okay, fine. The same energy though. Okay, same. Doesn't matter. You guys have electricity. You guys are extremely similar. You boys are very charismatic and super cute. And I think if you went to a club, like it's almost like everyone would be attracted to both of you, and both of you would have to figure out how not to flirt with everyone. Like that's what it feels like. Yeah, I think you're going to get back together. Let me give you a date. I think you should. I think you should. I think you should. You should pray every day to say that no matter what, Chris and I are able, we have the capacity and we live our happy life together. And I would go with the capacity of union. But I just think you guys are growing up a little bit. You'll grow up around each other. Who's 32 or 33? And as far as reconciliation, they said by October 6th. It'll probably still be a little topsy-turvy again, just because you guys are so, God, you guys have such high energy fields. I just think that we're not quite to the point of settling yet. October 6th, but I know that you would call me December and tell me that you have reconciled. Hopefully you'd call me November. October 6th, though, is the beginning. I just actually want to marry you guys. Like, can I marry them? Can we do a Facebook Live where I marry people? Can I get a certificate?
That would be fun.
That would be fun. I'm ready to get these kids married. I want to go on a road trip with them. I want to go on their honeymoon. I want to be around them.
They sound like fun. I'm keeping an eye out,
Yes,
Brandon,
Brandon.
if there's any updates. But it sounds like.
And if you don't want him back,
fun.
despite the potential and all the stuff that you could have, well, then you would make a decision to not ask about that person again, and then then a new mate
He
could come.
mentioned December.
Yeah,
so
is that your
I saw
birthday
that.
day? What is that? What's December mean to you? One thing about I like that you're just typing as quick as you can, because you might be in a place that's hard to type longer, but always try to make us understand what you're answering. I don't know if you're asking more about December or you're using it to verify something, but it doesn't matter, because I put you two boys in love forever.
Maybe it's Chris's birthday because he's a Sagittarius.
I wondered.
Their birthdays are in December.
That's his birthday. The Sagittarian was Chris. Yeah, your birthdays will be, so you'll be with him. Yeah, and your birthday is November.
Yeah.
Right.
November, October.
From October to November is a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Do I have that right, or is that Libra? Look at what I don't know. My signs that well. Okay. I just know Capricorn more than anything, because that's me. You'll enjoy your birthdays. I hope it's both your birthdays, but certainly by the Sagittarius birthday. And Jesus Christ,
holiday season's gonna be
get over it, you
beautiful.
boys, and just like, come on, like, just give up the steez and let's be happy.
I love that. I love the energy of that one for sure.
Well, me too. It makes, let's go. I want to go. We all want to go.
Right? Invite us all.
These people are just fun. I want them to have a TV show. Who are they? Let's go.
I know. I would love to hear back from you, Brandon. And then we do have one question from Florence Stark. Beautiful name. Will I marry and have kids with Andrew?
Okay, honey. Your grandma or grandpa with a W says yes. Maybe think about William, Wilhelmina, Wilma, Wendy, WW. W's, if they're not names, and they could go, and of course you have Andrew's side too. So even if I say your grandmother and it's his or grandfather, it could be that they're calling themselves that because they're trying to say yes. So I do know there's a female which feels like a grandmother that has passed away that says this is, yes, it's being fixed in your favor. You get your wish here. This is one of those situations that it's really about your wish. So if this is your wish, you will get it. He can match your wish. It's not a situation where like you go try to pick apart his mind and what's he going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? I think what he's going to do is what Florence wants him to do in the end. And I think that's what you need to know more than anything. They also mentioned the name David or another D name like that. Again, I could ramble off a few of them, but I'm just going to stick with D like this. But it can be any name with the first initial of D, first, middle, or last name. As far as kids, of course, you're not asking if you're pregnant now. And if you did wonder, you should go to the doctor. But we're just looking in the future about what I see as part of your potential. And I think that you're someone that could have 3 children. And I feel like, obviously you can, if that's overwhelming, you can do things to change that. And if it's not enough, you can probably do things to change that. I'm proud of you. I do think it's still your grandmother. I'm going to go your dad's sign. We love you. Is there a Martha or a Margaret or a typical grandma M name? Anyway, there's a lot of love here, Florence. The answer is yes. But that's what she said. I'm trying not to predict the engagement, but the answer is yes. This guy will do what you want to do. So if your personality at all is the type that likes, oh, what's going on in that brain? What's going on? Take a moment to backtrack and start saying, I want revelation instead, that this guy is going to do whatever I want to do. There's all sorts of ways we can ask for information. Always choose the way that's most conducive to your outcome.
Beautiful. I think that's a beautiful message also as well in general to remember. And Florence, let us know if that resonated. We'd love to hear back from you.
That one's done. That one is
yes,
set. Like
that one.
It's the energy like her grandparents had. Like there's a lot of old fashioned energy here. And like,
Aww.
I think this is something that is a given for her.
I love it. And they're cheering her on from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of their roots, because of their family roots. Like there's no other outcome. Like this is how it goes.
Yeah. Nice. I love that for you, Florence. And we're going to move on to a birthday reading from Mary Ann Ryan. Birthday reading, please. That it's on Labor Day, actually. So this
which is
weekend,
the 4th?
I believe so, if I'm mistaken.
Monday coming up.
Right.
And I said, maybe there's a Ryan out there that needs my help.
And you also mentioned an M name, too. I forgot.
And just now I said, is there a Mary there?
So maybe,
Martha. Yeah. Okay, and you were maybe already identifying it. I'm sure you're prepared for the next question. Birthday reading. Happy birthday, Marianne.
Okay. You okay, Rika?
If I start coughing like that, first off, it would mean someone that died from some sort of upper respiratory choking, coughing, could even be brain cancer, is trying to get through, and they're trying to get through by noise versus, by making me feel something in my body versus their name. So there's a man that's passed away that's very connected to you, and I need you to know that he's going to be there on your birthday. It's very important. They also do show, and it also makes me wonder, like it makes me feel like, because they're showing like a little cake with a candle, right? So, and we already know it's your birthday. So it makes me wonder if your birthday is in coincidence with another important date or around the same time, either to their birthday or a day of passing. And there's some sort of like connection to when your birthday is and somebody else, whether that person be alive or passed. I think for your birthday, what they're saying is this. I guess I want you to, it could be just a trip, right? You might just be going on a trip. But honestly, it made me feel like I want you to move forward. Like I want you to either change the job that you always wanted to change or move to the space you always wanted to move. Like if you're thinking about a change, I want you to take it. Like that's how it's making me feel. Again, it could be as simple as me picking up on a small trip you're about to have, but it actually feels like you have some choices in front of you about maybe changing things in your life. Like maybe it's time for something new. And I guess I just totally agree with you. And then I think I want to say Dallas. Now, I don't know if I'm trying to say Dallas, Texas, or I'm trying to say Denver or D city or state, or if it's a name trying to come through. Obviously, you can figure that out. But I guess I want you to go, move, go. Let's go. That's the message they want to give to you, honey. You have what you need for it. Trust yourself. It makes me feel like you've been thinking about this for a while. I don't know why 36 came up, and I think you're older than that, but I feel like this is something that's a long time coming, and I just hope that you'll really go for it. It might be even getting another degree, right? That's also a movement forward, like something that will move you, propel you to a new life. And the last thing they want me to say is diamonds. So
Ooh,
maybe that's what that is the D. Diamonds, honey.
our girl's best friend.
Do you have a lot of crystals hanging that make me think of diamonds? Do you wear a diamond? Are you going to get a diamond? Diamonds means something to this.
Maybe that'll be a birthday gift from somebody. A
Maybe it
diamond
will be. Or it's
jewelry.
symbolic of
Yeah.
something. Because what did I say before that? I gave a D like something else. Oh, I said Dallas.
Dallas or
Yeah,
Denver.
D is strong. They're trying to give me a
Yeah.
D. D is something important.
Maybe like a commitment to move to Denver or Dallas or something like that.
Yeah, or it could be like a Dimitri. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Without verification, we don't know. I'm wondering if they're trying to get me a name
Yeah.
that is unique, or they're trying to get her to move, like you're saying.
Yeah. That's a
Maybe
beautiful.
she'll let us know about diamonds or something.
Yeah.
Also, the man on the other side that truly
That-
connected to her.
Yeah. That's a
Maybe it's
beautiful
dad.
birthday reading. It could be. And I think there are like a lot of beautiful messages. Let us know, Marianne, if that resonates. And happy early birthday. I hope it's the best. And Rika, I had another question lined up when you started coughing. And when you mentioned it, I wonder if maybe it was coming in from this one. So this was the one you mentioned. It could be from an illness. And this is from Josie from YouTube. And she's asking, my cousin Evelyn died recently from cancer. Does she have a message for family or friends? So maybe perhaps that was the question, because that was the second one I had lined up after the previous one.
It could be, and it could be that the two coffers decided to join, to come together.
Yeah.
Because what I do notice in readings and things like that, even on the phone, like I'll get the same names repetitively, like back to back, like the same person, it's about the same person. Or if I'm doing live mediumship readings, like everyone with the same name is sitting next to each other in the same row. Like I do think spirit tries to make things incredibly efficient. Okay, she says, yes, I'm here. Evelyn says, yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. I definitely, wanted to be ready. She's sitting in the living room with you, or wherever there's like space and a carpet. Could be an office, obviously. And she's going through the old stuff. Like she's helping you, or you're going over there to help, or she's talking about you went through some stuff, or you're going to get some stuff. Makes me think about albums, but of course, albums are pretty like, yesterday. So it could be like, other forms of music and things like that. Also, she wants to go to the curtains. She talks very loud, high pitch. I'm like, oh. So she's like singing a song. It's a very high energy. It's incredibly happy, incredibly free. She makes me want to go to the curtains or the window treatments. She is calling out the color yellow a lot. When they talk to us about windows and treatments, it could be talking about, oh, I know you're going to make a change, or you just made a change, or you're thinking about it. I think spirit really likes people to know that they're completely here, like they can see, like they're here, like we're just in a different state, like we haven't gone. When she holds your hand, it gets quieter. We're crying. She puts something over your neck, looks like a necklace. I wonder if her ashes are going to be taken away through a necklace, or if all you cousins or people are going to get a similar piece of jewelry, or if you have anything like that for her. She also does want to mention a dog. So I wonder if you had a deceased dog, and that might have to do with the necklace. And she is talking about holding a dog for you. What she really wants family and friends to know, since this is general, like it's like don't cry for me because I died. Cry for me because you can feel the humanity. Cry for me because because that's human life. But she'd rather be remembered for who she was. And then she showed me things that looked like it could be her eulogy. Because like when you get like a program and you open it, and these are my notes from right now. You open it or whatever. Like, are these cards that we're giving to everyone? Are you helping with that? Did you get a card with her picture? She's talking about that. So, but she said she wanted to be remembered for other things. So I wondered, is there writings that she has? Did we write letters? Did she distribute letters out to people? These are the ways that she's making me feel. And again, that's enough. I hope that you could verify what that is when you hear it. But she's like, you can't cry that I died. She says, all of us are doing it. Your tears are because you love me. And you're going to miss me. But it's not about death. This is what this woman says, which is a pretty kind of high level message here. Like, we're not crying. We have to come to a state, she says, that we can enjoy life and death equally and enjoy them both. Like death is a gift to reset. And there's a man that was looking at her on the hospital bed. I don't know if that's her husband or a mate, or it could be her dad, right? But it makes me feel like someone that loved her, like more like a mate.
Yeah.
I am sorry that she's sorry. So the moment she says, "Don't cry, my Jeff," she's also just, "I'm sorry that I couldn't play in your lives this way anymore." And there were a lot of stuff she went through in her life, like with her mom. Evelyn said, with her mom. Boy, these are stories that you're just like, you want the whole, like,
Yeah.
you want to hear, like, where is this, why am I saying all this? It doesn't matter. We never figured out my ALS, huh? With that other person. I wonder if it is over here. Because ALEL, interesting. That's coming back. My SAL and ALS sounds.
Oh, wait. Okay, the next one I have lined up.
Is it coming back? Okay.
Yeah.
So Josie, the message is cry for joy. If you're recognize the tears are because you love me, celebrate me in 1,000 different ways. Let's do it together. And she also has releasing of balloons. And I know there are things that people do generally, like balloons and butterflies and stuff like that, but I'm only going to mention those things if I really actually think that or hear that in the moment. But prayers be to you. Everyone's going to be okay. And I feel like she's going to listen to you guys sing like a choir. She's listening to a choir.
Oh, like a memorial almost.
Could be at the memorial. It could be that there's literally singers that she's going to go watch perform that are connected here.
Yeah.
It could mean heaven, I suppose. I mean, but you're probably right. It's probably music that was at her memorial that she heard.
Yeah. And I think that's a beautiful message, especially what you said about like, remember me in 1,000 different ways.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That is beautiful. And I hope you heard that, Josie. Let us know if that resonated, if there's anything further we can clarify. In the meanwhile,
C or K names connected.
The C or K name?
Carmen, C. Yeah, okay.
I wonder. Let us know if that resonates. And we have one more question. And then we're going to go on to tarot. So
for 5 minutes, because we're going to be done in about 8 more minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to go fast after this one. This
Susan,
one is the Susan.
She got through.
Yes,
I think a miracle.
This is the one you're looking for, and this one is very interesting. She says, "Hi Rika, I found an envelope that was open."
I know, Susan.
And it said, "This is a gift from my heart to you." And she's asking, "Is this from Luis?" And she loves you.
Yeah, this is in the beginning when I called out Susan May. This is her.
Yes.
Okay, you figured that out. And so the ALS, you're thinking ULS, right? Like this Ulstrom, right? Okay, fine, which I didn't know if I knew that. So the other one probably applied too, but then pulling back this energy. Yeah. The fact that Susan got through is a miracle, but I did tell her I'd call her out. Yes. And I think also the important thing that there's an envelope, like, so Susan's been really searching for this letter and that exists. And to me, this is a sign that like, this is the only letter you need, I love you, and he's always loved you. He always will love you. And, I remember one reading where he's always handing you that heart, and it made me think of Valentine's Day. But yes, this is exactly from him. And those hearts are all for you. And there's never going to be any other outcome but hearts. That's all that's going to happen. Lewis has passed away. He's on the other side. This is her long lost love, but it's not lost at all. They have a timeless love that will go forever. And then I wanted to dance like around the clock. You remember like Happy Days and like you dance around the clock, or Chubby Checker? Okay. I don't. Anyway, we want to dance. Let's dance. Let's do the twist.
You were dancing when you first we got on the live. I remember.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
Dance. It's time to dance.
It's time to dance
Susan.
Again. She got through. Yay! So we're gonna go on to pulling tarot cards just for 5 more minutes, and then Rika will go. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna jump right into it. So from Amber Jenkins, I guess a future card for her.
Okay, future card. Here we go. All right, tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Huh?
Stop.
Okay. Stop. This is the thing about tarot. Like when I first started doing tarot, it's always like, can I avoid the cards that make me feel superstitious and bad? And then I probably went through the phase where I'm like, I'm just going to pick my own damn reading. You know, I'm going to go through there and I'm going to pick up the Lover's card and this and that and that. So this is the Five of Swords. So it says defeat. Okay. This is a mental thing. This is something that can be bypassed. This is actually a card that says you think it's going to be defeat, but it's not defeat yet. So it means that there's something in your life. It means that you need to regain objectivity ASAP. The next card in this is a Six of Swords, which is called objectivity in some decks or science. So right now your mind is being clouded from confusion and past and this. So this could apply in many different ways. It could be to love life. It could be to work life. It could be a neighbor. Like, we can create friction anywhere. But you need to get objective. You need to reroute your thoughts. You need to make a firm decision that whatever I'm talking about will not cause defeat and that you won't let your mind be defeated. You have to be able to control your mind, Amber. The future that they're asking you for is to control your mind and get on the same level as the rest of, we're all equal here and we all are going through the same stuff. So let's let go of the defeat.
Nice. That's a beautiful message. And it's perfect for like the retrogrades that we're all in right now. Right. For sure. Lots of reflection.
I don't even know when it's retrograde. How dare I?
Seven retrogrades right now, y'all. Seven.
But I'm a retrograde kind of person. You know what I'm saying?
There's beautiful lessons. Yeah. There's definitely beautiful lessons. And then for Bree Thomas, a love card for Bree.
Hello, Bree. Love. The Love Boat. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. It's my singing. 8 of Wands. She got 2 cards. What happened? Ooh. I don't know. They jumped out just for her. 8 of Wands and Prince of Wands. Fire. I think that there is a fiery romance coming near you. I think that if you are frustrated with communication, relax. Even if it appears to be the same as the past, it is not. The Prince of Wands is a harbinger that the same fears do not apply and that the same attraction is not happening. Even if you think it's all the frick same. The 8 of Swords talks about how the 8 of Wands talks about how communication is forthcoming soon enough. We'll say in the next couple of weeks, there'll be a communication either with a current person or a person in the future that will bring massive clarity to you in your love life. And when I say that, all of a sudden, like the air parts, I'm like, this girl could be engaged in a year. Maybe you already are, then you'd be married, or maybe you're hoping for it with that person, but no troubles, girl. Like if you can hear what I'm saying, like just relax. And even if it looks the same, decide somehow it's not the same. You'll get the communication you want and you'll get a long-term relationship is everywhere around you. So I'm not worried about your happy family at all. But please don't, just because you're uncomfortable with like communication not going quite right, don't decide like it's all just the same as the past. It's not.
Nice. I love that reading for you, Bree. And just one more before we let you go. From Lisa, a life path card.
Okay. Hello. So much medical energy on you, I have to say. Tons of medical energy. I don't know if you ever wanted to be a nurse or a doctor or work in medicine, but even if not, I would first say that your life path, and I'm going to get a card, you should pray to use your medical heart for the sake of peace. It could mean that you use that medical heart to run a business, a life coaching business. It could mean you run that to use that medical heart to like help kids in need, but you want to use this energy of healer on you in everything you do. Like, can I use all my gifts and talents, all my healing gifts and talents for the sake of peace? Okay. I don't know how you got 2 cards too, but you did. So I feel bad for the other person that didn't get 2. I'm sorry about it. You get 8 of cups and you get 8 of cups. So I feel that means that what's happening here with your life path is that you're struggling with like up and down, like, okay, yes, I'm hopeful. Everything's great, to this indolence, like depression's not going to work. But Eight of Cups is also a card known as Still Waters Run Deep. So it means the roots of security, the roots, the flow of the water, that's always occurring, always happening. It's always flowing. Water doesn't stop flowing. It's always moving. That the roots of this kind of love, are still there. So if this is a life path, it would make me think that you had a real ambition to do something. You probably put it down for other stuff. You might be wondering if you should pick it up again. You definitely should pick up your original idea, even if it came to you when you were 22. You should go back to your life path. And I really think it helps healing others in some way, even as a life coach, right? Even as like a public speaker or a self-help person. But I think you have to really get rid of the emotional indolence that would keep you from your mission, or say, I don't care if I have indolence, I'm going to get my mission anyway. I don't care if I'm crying every day, I'm going to go anyway. Like, you need to not let this beat you out of this. Don't let the Eight of Cups win over the Ace of Cups. Yeah, start a clinic. I don't know what that means. But I
love
like
that.
start a clinic, or that could be a healing house. I don't start something.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. And we're going to say goodbye to you, Rika. Thank you. It's a minute
Oh
over.
my God,
I
thank
love today so much. And I'm
you.
so appreciative of you doing the live with us. Thank you, everyone, for joining today.
Thank you
And
guys
yes,
so much. I super appreciate it. Can't wait to talk to you. I'll be here next month. I love you all. And again, 12 to 6 is basically my schedule. And have a great day. Thank you.
yes. Bye, Rika. And everyone, don't forget you can use Live 10 to read with Rika or any of our psychics today if you are a current customer for $10 off. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you again next month.